A glimpse behind the Iron Curtain, the culinary world of Soviet leaders. From lavish state dinners to intimate meals, we'll uncover the secrets of what graced the plates of these influential figures. Imagine the opulent halls of the Kremlin, aglow with chandeliers, casting a warm golden light over the grand setting. The air is thick with the scent of rich foods and the murmur of important conversations. As Soviet leaders gather for a grand banquet, the atmosphere is one of both celebration and strategy. These gatherings were not just about food, but about forging alliances and showcasing the might of the Soviet state. These weren't mere meals, they were displays of power and prestige designed to impress foreign dignitaries. Caviar flowed freely, a symbol of luxury and abundance, reflecting the wealth and resources of the Soviet Union. Stately sturgeons were presented with ceremony, their arrival at the table a moment of grandeur. Each dish was a testament to the culinary skills and the opulence of the era. The banquets highlighted the diversity of Soviet cuisine, from Ukrainian borscht to Central Asian pilafs. Each region's specialties were showcased, creating a tapestry of flavors that represented the vast Soviet landscape. Skilled chefs blended traditional Russian flavors with international influences, creating dishes that were both familiar and exotic. Their expertise turned each meal into a culinary journey. These grand banquets were more than just meals. They were performances, each dish presented with artistry. The presentation was as important as the taste, making each banquet a feast for both the eyes and the palate. Echoes of the Tsars, the grandeur of Russian royalty, and the opulence of their feasts have left an indelible mark on the culinary traditions of Russia. The lavish banquets of the Tsars were not just about the food, but also about showcasing the wealth and power of the Russian Empire. These grand feasts often featured an array of dishes that highlighted the diversity and richness of Russian ingredients, such as caviar, blini, and sturgeon. The enduring influence of Russian cuisine can be seen in the way these traditional dishes have been passed down through generations, each family adding their own unique touch. Dishes like shchi, a cabbage soup, and kasha, a porridge made from various grains, have been staples in Russian households for centuries. Russian cuisine, with its hearty flavors and comforting dishes, remained central to many meals enjoyed by Soviet leaders. During the Soviet era, food was not just sustenance, but a means of bringing people together, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. The communal dining experiences often included dishes like Olivier salad and herring under a fur coat, which became iconic Soviet-era dishes. Borscht, a vibrant beetroot soup, graced many tables, its rich history stretching back centuries. This iconic dish, with its deep red color and robust flavor, is a testament to the resourcefulness and creativity of Russian cooks who made the most of available ingredients. Borscht is often enjoyed with a dollop of sour cream and a slice of rye bread, adding to its comforting appeal. Pelmeni, savory dumplings filled with meat and spices, offered another taste of traditional Russian comfort food. These little pockets of joy are often enjoyed with a dollop of sour cream or a splash of vinegar, adding to their delightful taste. Pelmeni's origins can be traced back to Siberia, where they were a practical food for long winters. Pickles and preserves, a staple in Russian households, added a burst of flavor to every bite. The art of pickling and preserving allowed Russians to enjoy the bounty of their harvests throughout the long, harsh winters. Pickled cucumbers, tomatoes, and sauerkraut are just a few examples of the preserved foods that have become synonymous with Russian cuisine. The communal nature of Russian dining fostered a sense of camaraderie and connection. Meals were a time for families and friends to gather, share stories, and strengthen bonds, making food an integral part of social life. Traditional celebrations, such as Maslenitsa, a festival marking the end of winter, feature an abundance of food and highlight the importance of communal dining. The flavors of Russian cuisine remained a constant presence, a reminder of the country's rich culinary heritage. From the opulent feasts of the Tsars to the humble meals of everyday families, Russian cuisine continues to be a source of pride and a symbol of the nation's enduring spirit. Dishes like pirozhki, small stuffed buns, and kvass, a fermented beverage, further illustrate the depth and variety of Russian culinary traditions. Despite the Iron Curtain, the Soviet elite's palates were not confined to domestic fare. In the midst of political isolation, the upper echelons of Soviet society enjoyed a culinary world tour. Their dining experiences were a stark contrast to the everyday reality faced by the common people. Imported delicacies found their way onto their tables, a testament to the allure of flavors from beyond the Soviet sphere. These foods were not just sustenance, but a statement of sophistication and global reach. The elite's access to such luxuries highlighted the disparities within the Soviet system. Fine wines from France, choice cuts of meat, and exotic fruits graced the plates of high-ranking officials. These items were carefully selected to impress and indulge, showcasing the best of what the world had to offer. The presence of such items was a subtle yet powerful display of wealth and influence. These imported delicacies served as a potent symbol of power and privilege. They were more than just food. They were a means of asserting dominance and showcasing the Soviet Union's ability to procure the finest goods, despite the Iron Curtain. The presence of these foreign flavors spoke to the complex relationship between the Soviet Union and the West. It was a relationship marked by tension and competition, yet also by a mutual fascination and exchange. The elite's dining tables became a microcosm of this intricate dance, where politics and gastronomy intertwined. Food was a potent tool of diplomacy, a way to build bridges and showcase Soviet hospitality. State dinners were transformed into elaborate theatrical productions designed to impress. The choice of menu reflected a deep understanding of the guests' cultural background. Vodka flowed freely, toasts were raised, and agreements forged. Hunting trips provided an opportunity to bond with foreign counterparts over a shared love of the outdoors. In Soviet diplomacy, food was a carefully calibrated instrument of power. Behind the scenes, the personal tastes of Soviet leaders added a layer of human intrigue. Joseph Stalin maintained a surprisingly simple palate, with a love of spicy Georgian dishes. Nikita Khrushchev had a fondness for Ukrainian cuisine, reflecting his pragmatic nature. Leonid Brezhnev had a weakness for caviar and other luxury foods. These individual preferences provided a glimpse behind the curtain of Soviet leadership. Their culinary quirks served as a reminder of the enduring power of individual preference. And so, we conclude our culinary journey through the heart of the Soviet Union. Food is more than just sustenance. It's a lens through which we can explore culture and understand motivations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.